All right, going through the portal, going through the Stargate once again. Hello, friends. For those of you who are watching this in the recording, because nobody's actually going to be watching this part live, this is a special broadcast with my dog here. Let me get a shot of my dog. There's my dog, and this is a special video where I'm like going to be making buttons and doing some crystal wire wrapping, and doing like a bit of like a marathon type thing to help raise funds for the Journey to Lucidity movie. And here's another shot of my dog using my special secondary camera. Hey, Shelby. So anyways, I'm going to take the next moment to post this live, and sort of experimental as it goes. This is really just about my dog, let's be honest. There he goes. Anyways, he wants out of the room. 1 second. Hold on. Wow, oh, and then looks like my YouTube's going. Where's that coming through? It's coming through one of the many places that I've got posted. Oh my goodness, things are glitching out. Don't worry, this is all part. Okay, I'm trying some new tactics here. 1 second. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Switch that back to that. That's there. Okay. All right. So now I just got to double check some things. But the plan is that this will actually be like posted through the link to the Journey to Lucidity crowdfunding, which is in the information for this video. And people would be able to go directly through there. And yes, looks like perfect. Looks like it is working just fine. So I am going to post this up on the Instagrams and all the other feeds and everything. And give me 2 seconds for that. Like I said, I mean, the only people who are watching this are people who are watching this in the post-record. Oh, snap. Okay. So fast forward the first few minutes, but it looks like I was able to save the broadcast. I like hit the wrong button, and it was the button that like closes every single possible window of my browser instead of just like alt tabbing by accident. So give me a second here. I'm just double checking, making sure this is working. This is like the finickiness of the internet, but it'll be cool once I get this set up, because there'll be a chance for people to like ask questions and hang out. And fast forward the first few. There we go. Cool. All right, that's happening. Perfect. All right, I'm just gonna copy paste this. Turn my music back on. That's important. It's a chill step. Okay. So I know this is like sort of like this weird multitasking thing that I got going on, because I have to like promote it, and then I have to make buttons once I get things set up. But it's like that initial wave of being able to invite people to tune in. And post, like I filmed a video before I actually hit the start button on this, which is, see, like I'm using my pad, crystal wrapping, and just posting this, post that, go there. Okay. Just give me a second, guys. Okay. Okay, this should work. Cool. All right, signal's been sent out. Now I just got to relay it a few times, meaning post it on the pages. Video's still going up. Sending, 16. And it's 11:11, 11:12, 11:21, the clock behind me for some abnormal reason. So we're in sync. Getting this posted right as we pass through the Stargate. I'm not sure how long I'm going to stay up. Like, I have work tomorrow, so this is kind of experimental, but I'll be able to see how many viewers. And I don't think like I'm going to be like inviting people to join right away. And one of the reasons for that is because I want to be able to have my headphones off, so I can listen to music. If there are other people, then I have to have my headphones on. So I mean, that's kind of the simplistic aspect of it. So let's see. So I'm just gonna like repost this. So it should be working. Like, I've said this a million times to myself before, but I wish there was just like one button you can press to just send out everything everywhere all at once. So there's 2 people who are tuned in. So that's good. So this means that it's working. And shout out to the 2 people who are tuned in. You guys missed like the first 10 minutes of me just setting this up, which you'll be able to go back and check out. But yeah, like right now I'm just doing this, and I'm also going to post a picture of the crystals that I have available, but I'm going to do that eventually. I just hope that Facebook does a decent enough job of sort of like allowing this to be sent, since the main link is for the crowdfunding campaign. Those of you familiar know that Facebook really limits things that are like external to Facebook. But anyways, so there's 1 viewer right now. Which is what it is. But I mean, this is pretty much like, I want to be able to have people ask questions. So join the live chat. Again, like I'm going to have to repeat this numerous times as I keep track of how many viewers there are, but hopefully there will be a few viewers showing up in the next few seconds. Let me see if I can put instructions. I can totally do that. Control room. How do I screen share? No. Showcase. Showcase isn't what I need. They've changed all this stuff. I just want to be able to like add a little thing at the bottom of my screen that says, check this out. There we go. Okay. Comment tracker. Is that what I want? Okay. Okay, so now I'm putting in the main website, and you should be able to see this come on screen in a second. Ask questions, join. Why is live chat? Q&A in live chat. Online. Why is it? Does it actually cut off at the bottom there? Hold on, I just gotta double check this. Website, and you should be able to see this come on screen in a second. That's so weird. Why is it cut off at the bottom of the screen? I was just like checking back on my own YouTube link. So again, there's only 1 person watching this live. This is pretty experimental. I'll be honest, my intentions with this are pretty much like, I was planning on making buttons anyways. And I'm just like, hey, well, now I can sort of broadcast it at the same time. But I want you guys to be able to live chat with me like in an easier way, which can be through the main website, but YouTube's just so weird these days. Live chat. Maybe that'll work. Live chat link and info online. Does that work? Why does it cut it off like that? I just want to tell people where to go to get the live chat. Yes, that's. Oh my god, that's so. Okay, there we go. This will work. Because I'm taking out. Oh my god, still doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? There we go. Live chat online. Live chat. Link and info at paradigmshiftscentral.com. Okay, hopefully that works. So let me keep an eye on the live chat. And doing the broadcast right now. So the trick from here is that like once I get my stuff together, I'll just have to like repost Instagram pictures to a degree. I mean, that's one way to do it. Because I mean, yeah, it's like this is kind of finicky. It's like, how is this exciting to people? Well, it's a chance for them to do Q&A, which is kind of the cool thing. So if they have Q&A, join the live chat through paradigmshiftscentral.com, or you can figure out how to do Q&A through this. Ask questions. Did somebody else join the live chat? Silly YouTube. Thanks, Jamie. See, look, so somebody's hanging out with me. This is happening. Okay. Now let me just see. I might just try taking a I believe they call it a selfie. Let me just see. So can I see the computer screen? Oop, no. How come I didn't? Oh yeah, because I'm in Instagram. There we go. Does that work? Okay, that's decent enough. Now I'm reposting an image to Instagram because videos don't go as far. Okay, I'm gonna say leave questions in the comments. Can you guys hear my music? Jamie, can you hear my music? Let me turn this up. Yeah, there's always going to be a lag. That's just the nature of the Hangout. I hope you guys can hear my music. Sort of, a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to tag a few people. And once I do this, then I'm just letting this run. There we go. All right. So it's almost like the exact same post I put up, but it's just an image. This way it'll get people to be able to join it differently. So like I said, I mean, this is an experiment. It's kind of hard to always garner an audience. I mean, the radio show is one thing. Hangout's a little bit different. So let me just double check. So I got my secondary camera here. Let's see what that's like. Yeah, and I got my yogurt and stuff too. So I'm just gonna get started on making buttons though. And if there's questions coming in, I'll answer them. And in the meantime, like this is yeah, it's just kind of like a cool thing where you guys got a chance to like talk to me in person if you'd like. And still one viewer. There's like 2 viewers and then like 1 viewer. They're my third eye crystal is like freaking people out too much. So any feedback is awesome. Jamie, shout out for you being here. You get a special prize. Okay. But I mean, this does work though. Like having it embedded into the crowdfunding campaign is kind of a cool way. Because like I want to be able to talk to people about like the project, like the actual Journey to Lucidity project. And I can totally do that at the same time. I just sort of like want to make sure that there's like more than just 2 people here. It'd be kind of cool if I could do it if there's at least like 5 people here. So see where all my friends are at. So you know, I want people to be able to hear the story. That's all. Resharing. Oh, of course, I have to share this through the actual Journey to Lucidity page. Okay, I'll just do this last one, and then I'll get to making buttons. So that's what I'm here to do. Because I do need to make buttons. Okay, now keep an eye. See again, like it's so finicky, this technology. It's just like not up to speed with how I ideally want it. Because I know people who are on Instagram won't be able to like jump back and forth between asking comments and watching at the same time. But regardless, it will be whatever it may be. As I like post like 15 times on my wall. I'll post to Google Plus too. Cool. Okay, 2 viewers. Let's talk. See, there is like I think you can live chat in the YouTube though. That's the thing. Like if you were to just like leave comments on the YouTube, that is one way to do it too. But there are many ways to do many things these days. So I'm going to keep an eye on a few things at once. Live chat through the actual main website, and maybe I'll just change. No, I need to change that. That's okay. So there's one comment there. Shoo, Honeychrome. Shout out to Honeychrome if Honeychrome's watching. You guys are awesome. Okay, so I think we got a couple viewers at least. So again, the way how this would move forward is if you guys want to ask me questions, you can totally do that. And then I will be able to answer your questions. And of course, check out the perks through the crowdfunding. Just scroll down through the page. You can sort of all do it as you're in one place, which is like an awesome thing. So far it's just like Jamie in the chat, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna get going on making buttons. And I can set this up. So that people can see what I'm doing. Let me just see what works here. Does this work? Yeah, that kind of works. Cool. So this is like my button making machine. So it's like inside all the action that goes down. So there's three people right now. So I feel like if I were to just like put up a post on Instagram of just like an image that isn't me, I feel like that would get a lot more views, and I think that's what I'll do. Is I'll actually just like screw up the first button. First of all, had two things already put in it, so that turned out okay, thankfully. Flower life, it's so beautiful. If you guys are in the live chat, just let me know if you can hear me okay. And by you guys, I literally mean like one person right now. But yeah, like the whole Dream to Lucidity movies are really cool. Just how they came about and what's happening for the third one and stuff. This one's a little bit dudded. Okay, getting in the flow. Okay, so what do you guys want to know? Post, see, I don't know what the easiest way is for you guys to communicate. Because if you're on tablets, it's a pain in the ass. But I know if you're on a computer, then it's not too bad. And then you can post like comments while watching this at the same time. But if you are watching this on Instagram or whatever, then go back to the Instagram and leave a comments, and I can see it that way. But other than that, I can tell you a bit about the Dream to Lucidity movies. I can tell you that the first one happened in 2013, and what the movie ended up becoming was like totally different than what I thought it was going to be. When I went into it, it was like this huge thing where like I learned a lot of lessons while making that movie, and a lot of it had to do with like letting go of expectations, sort of allowing and sort of knowing that the universe was like still doing things in a way that would work out, regardless if it like felt like it was working out. By the time that I finished filming the first movie, like I actually felt like I'm like, oh man, like I don't think I did a very good job, and I was like kind of beating myself up a lot. And it wasn't until like I got to like the editing sequence that I was like, wait a second, you know, like there's something here. So even though it wasn't like what I expected or planned for it to be, it still turned out to be something really cool. I'm just gonna switch back to the other camera. As people come in can see my face. There you go. But then from this way, you can't really see that I'm making buttons, making buttons. Take some buttons and you make them. It's like the bacon pancake song from Adventure Time. So, see, I feel like I should just post immediately in the discussion group to tell people to come hang out with me. Be like, dear friends, please be my friends. But you know, again, like if you guys have questions about how many Dream to Lucidity movies do you plan on making? There we go. There's a question. First question. Thank you, Jamie. Let me just post this and I'll get right to it. But Jamie, have you seen both Journey to Lucidity movies? I just posted this in the discussion group. Okay. If I just like keep spamming this, that will work, right? It's because the different links do different things. You build a time machine? I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's like sampling. It's sampling stuff from Back to the Future. So Jamie says, she says, yes, I love them both. They really inspired me. Thank you, Jamie. It's really awesome to hear. That was indeed the goal. I feel like, yeah, I feel like if I just post, one second, Jamie. I'm going to get to answer that question. Okay, cool. How many people do we got? Did we lose people while I was being quiet? Did that happen? How do I fix this? We got 3 people. Yes, 3 people. Thank you. 3 people are awesome. Okay. Batman can be the outcast. You can make the choice, the one that no one else can. That's what's talking about the song. Okay. More Instagram. See my tactic right now. See, a few people have commented. What comments do we have so far? See, because there's like 5,000 people who are on my Instagram, right? So if I know anything about math, it's a small percentage of them will possibly tune in. And like, why do you guys tune in? You know, is an interesting question, but obviously if I can provide you with some form of entertainment, then that helps make a difference. Oh, of course, I'll post the images of the crystal wraps. There we go. Because I took this picture earlier. Sorry, guys. Hashtag crystal wrap. Okay, there we go. Okay, I think that's probably pretty good enough. Okay, there we go. Bam. Image of crystal wraps. That's how we do it. Okay. Sweet, more people are here. Michael Pratt's here. Yes. Party started. How much are the crystal wraps? Asking price for the crystal wraps is about $20. You are welcome to pay more. And if you want to pay more, don't contribute to the crowdfunding. Just like message me and I'll send you a direct link. Because every time we contribute through the crowdfunding campaign, we actually like lose a few dollars, which is kind of just like because it's a service they provide. So we got a few people, 5 viewers. There we go. Okay, so now this is getting started, and now I'm in the mood to make buttons. And again, I'm gonna start answering questions in the next moment. Got a few people here, so it's worthwhile to sort of just take some questions. And the first question that we had is a question by Jamie, and she says, in response to me asking her if she's seen them, she said that into the Journey to Lucidity movies, if she's seen them, she says that she saw them, and they both really inspired her, and she can't wait for the third one, and she is wondering how many Journey to Lucidity movies I plan on making. Well, the most Journey to Lucidity movies that I could make is 5. That's the most I could make within this reality. And the reason for that is because the Lucidity Festival has a 6-year story arc that it's doing. And that began, it was in the second year when I made the first movie. So there are 2 more years after this year, meaning I could do up to 5. But this is an interesting thing. That I, this is the type of stuff that you'll find out by watching this, is the fact that I'm actually preparing the third one to potentially be the last one in the saga. I am doing this with the possibility of just creating that option if it needs to be that way. If things go towards a 4th one, then we'll go towards a 4th one. But at the same time, it's a good idea to create that possibility that the third one could be the end of the saga. And that will sort of be like echoed through the story and everything like that. But that will be like part of the mystery. That's like part of the reality of it too, is that it could be the last one. We just never know. And if it is only 3, then I'm totally cool with that. 3 is like an awesome number, obviously. And yeah, like this one is going to be really cool. Again, if you guys have any questions, I know Michael Pratt's in the chat. If you guys want to ask me questions, that will just like help generate content for what it is that I'm doing right now, opposed to me just aimlessly making buttons. I can multitask this way. Like I can tell you a bit about some of the ideas that I have for the third one and stuff. So wait, what? Michael Pratt says he hasn't seen 1 yet? Michael, have you seen 2 but you haven't seen Journey to Lucidity 1? What was that like for you? That's actually like really interesting, because I know that Journey to Lucidity 2 is actually standalone. You could watch Journey to Lucidity 1 or 2 without having seen 1, and it would still make sense. So kudos to you for doing that. That's hilarious. So the third one is going to be called Quest. You guys can hear me okay, I presume, eh? Perfect. Yeah, Tavin's like, you have to check them out. Okay, so shout out to Michael, shout out to Yanez, shout out to Jamie, shout out to Tevin Gray, and shout out to Nicole, all the people who are in the live chat right now. And shout out to any of the people on Instagram who aren't able to open multiple things at once, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, the post that I put up with my crystal wraps tends to get more attention than just posting up like non-crystal wrap images. So the third movie in the saga, Quest of Quest, is what it's going to be called. Now it's interesting because the original title was going to be called Kindred Union. Some of you might have heard me talking about this a while back. And the idea behind that is that I was referring to like the kindred union of like the male-female dichotomy. You guys can hear my music? Have you been listening to? I mean, you guys can hear my music good enough? Wait, Michael hasn't even seen the second movie yet. Oh man, Michael, you've just watched the trailer. Oh, saving it, eh? Saving it for the right day. You got an adventure ahead of you. Cool. I'm listening to di.fm right now. For anybody who's interested, go to di.fm/chillstep. That's the channel I usually listen to, actually. So the original title for Journey to Lucidity 3 was Kindred Union, and that was referring to like the male-female synergy, energy balance. And I had this idea of like introducing a new female character, so that like in all the movies so far, I've woken up underneath a tree and there's like the female mother goddess figure who's there to welcome me. And I sort of wanted to do it this one with like this new character, which theoretically could still happen. I just don't know who that female is going to be yet. Obviously, I'll meet people when I'm there and everything. And if there's someone that I feel is a right fit for that, then we can do it that way. But there are other ways of doing it. There are other ways that I have of beginning the movie. I'd totally be cool beginning the movie with like myself beginning the narration. I've actually already got an idea for that. Again, I want to sort of be limited on like how much detail I share on stuff, because I want you guys to still be surprised when you see the movie the first time. And it's an exciting thing with the editing, because in a lot of ways, like I am seeing the movie be revealed like as I am editing it as well. So like as I'm editing it, I'm just like, oh, cool. So like that's what happens, sort of thing. So let me just double check what we got so far. We got 4 people on and off who are watching, which is awesome. And multiple people who have like liked the Instagram post, which is super cool. And a handful of people in the live chat, which is great. So shout out to you guys. And again, if you guys want a crystal wrap, let me know, because the crystal wraps are like part of the reason that we are doing this. So let me show you what we got. So this one, like this is like a beast one. This is the fluorite like special edition one. This one would be more than $20 though. It's the only one that I have that's quite like that. But I'd be happy to pass it on to you guys. All the other ones, the majority of all the other ones, I would just like make available for like, again, $10, $15, or $20. This is also a fluorite, actually. And again, like these ones, like they work good as necklaces, and they also work as like third eye pieces, sort of thing. So, and it's just string that I got attached right now. And oh man, it was funny. I like went down to like make cereal. And then I'm just like wearing it, and I'm like waiting for my mom to like notice. And eventually I like had to like say something. She didn't even realize and stuff. But it was funny because she's like, you're gonna put your face on the internet looking like that? I'm just like, yeah. I mean, she did, like, without having to be mean or anything, she was just like, oh man, you're weird. And I'm just like, yep, like I'm glad you think so too. So, but I'm just trying to, you know, like it's just having fun, and it's kind of starting a new trend. So I think the more of us who start wearing crystals on our forehead, the better. Wow, so now there's 8 viewers. The numbers have gone up. I think the trick for this is if I keep posting on Instagram, more people will show up. So for the people who just showed up, let me show you another one. So this is like classic quartz wrap, right? So this one's like, I love quartz. I've always loved quartz. And if people aren't sure of which one to get, I would just get a quartz. Especially again, like it looks good with like the third eye sort of mount that we got going on it. This one's pretty cool. Jasper, red jasper with the gold wire wrap and stuff like that. Different shape on this one. So it's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with how that one turned out. So, I mean, those are just some of the examples that I got. And of course, right now, I'm making the shift buttons. And you guys can order these through the crowdfunding. If you're in the crowdfunding link, just scroll down to check out the perks. And you can also order the t-shirts that I am wearing, such as the Paradigm Shift, Choose to be the change you wish to see in the world t-shirt, which is available through the crowdfunding link and only available till April 5th. So if you're interested in that, check it out. And Jamie in the live chat says, whoa, the fluorite is amazing. So again, guys, feel free to ask me questions. Those of you in the live chat. Michael, I'm sure you got a question or two. I guess Tevin asked a question by asking me what music I'm listening to, and I answered that by listening to Chill Step right now. So let me just see. I already do that. Yeah, okay. Copy that. Copy paste. Hold on, you guys. Okay, let's see. Do we got some questions? If we hang around for a while, I can show you guys how to do crystal wrap too, which is something I did want to do. I'm just sort of organizing things because I have to multitask here on a few things. What do we got so far in the live chat? So we got a couple more people in the live chat. Shout out to Chad Lightbody, Michael Pratt. What is he saying now? When you wear them on your head, are you able to shoot light beams out of them? Hells yeah. Michael, yeah, I got plenty of quartz, man. Welcome, Chad. Welcome to the chat. Very cool to see more people showing up here. And I am gonna post another picture on Instagram eventually. We'll give it a few more minutes though. Like I'm gonna try posting just like a cool psychedelic mandala and see how that works. So again, yeah, you know, like I'm doing this so that I can do like a Q&A for you guys, so I can tell you a bit about the movies, tell you about like the secrets of the universe. Like you don't have to ask me questions about the movie. You can ask me questions about like what this perception, like what my perception of the shift is and everything. I know we do the radio show, but seriously, like my perception changes all the time. Like even last radio show that we did to 120, those of you who tuned in, Jess asked me a question. She's like, you know, like how have things changed in the last few years? And I answered, but like afterwards, I'm just like, wow, I could have said that so differently. And I could talk to you a little bit about like what I sort of wanted to make as a bullet point. But it was basically this idea of like, yeah, the importance of tribe building and the importance of guardianship. Like that's like been a big shift. Whereas in the previous years, it was a lot of just like self-discovery. Now it's like us like really stepping in to help like create foundation for more people who are in those early stages of awakening, and to really like create like, you know, nourishing environments for them to thrive within. Check that one out. Special limited edition wolf. So that's the shift button you can get as well. And again, you can order the perks through the crowdfunding link. You guys are in them right now. Chad says he found this through Instagram. Yeah. Okay, so Chad is asking what the premise of the movies are. So this is an excellent question because not everyone has seen the movies, obviously. And the Journey to Lucidity movies are a quasi-adventure documentary film. They are a documentary film unlike most documentary films. And what makes them unique is that I did a movie, I'll sort of preface this, I did a movie in 2012 called Journey to Rockmont. And Journey to Rockmont, 3 Days of Light. You can find it through my YouTube channel as well. And that was a festival that I went to in North Carolina. And it's much more of a standard documentary. It's like, hey, this is me from Canada, and I'm going to this documentary, and here's a bunch of people I meet along the way, and it's got name keys, and it's everything that you would expect from a documentary. Journey to Lucidity was different because it's sort of set up with like this framework. It's set up with this box that premises, like it pre something. It creates like it creates like a lens that you see it through, where it's not just like, hey, I'm Brendon, I'm at a festival in California. Rather, it's like, hey, this is me sort of stepping into the role of a character that represents all of us, and I'm pretending that I'm waking up within this dream, and I haven't, like, you know, I don't know where I am, and I'm magically like finding my way through this festival. So it's much different, because it actually feels like it's like a movie, in the sense of like it has this plot that is written as a script, but it's only written to a degree, and then within there it's like all these real life aspects, you know, it's all these real life moments of my own interaction with people at the festival. And the big thing about it is that the festival is like called Lucidity Festival, so it's a consciousness shifting festival. So they have like lots of mindfulness people, lots of workshops, lots of encouraging people to do, like, get involved with meditation and everything. But one of the big things that really drew me to the festival in the first place was the fact that it incorporated themes of lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is something that I think is incredibly important to our shift in consciousness for more people to be aware of. So I wanted to specifically make a movie that had themes of lucid dreaming within it. So it's like this documentary of a festival, but it has themes of lucid dreaming, because I wake up within the movie as if I'm dreaming. I mean, who's to say we're not, right? And yeah, it's just really cool how it worked out. And again, those of you who were tuned in earlier, I was kind of saying the first one was really interesting, because I went into it with a totally different expectation of what I thought I was going to make the movie like. It was actually going to be like far more scripted. Like there was actually like scenes that I had, and only a couple of them sort of ended up in the final movie. But eventually, it was this huge lesson where I just had to learn to sort of like let go and sort of realize how to like work most efficiently in a chaotic environment like that, a beautifully chaotic environment. So the first movie, Drain Through the City, The Planted Seed, I was saying, like, when I finished filming it, I was actually like really like beating myself up, because I was like, oh man, I don't think I did a very good job with that. Like I missed all the stuff that I said I was going to do. But it turned out that like I had everything that I needed to make the movie what it is that you see. It, you know, Journey to the City, The Planted Seed, it, you know, you watch it and it's like, oh, that, you know, it still came out as something really cool. And that was like a huge lesson in life for me, was this idea that even when stuff doesn't go exactly how we want it to, it's still going exactly how it needs to, exactly how it's supposed to. And if we can sort of realize that, then we can sort of alleviate some of the suffering that's involved towards our resistance of expecting things to go a certain way. You know, the universe's plans aren't always going to be our plans, aren't always going to be our immediate awareness of what we think our plans should be. So if you guys have more questions, keep throwing me questions. You know, lucid dreaming is such an awesome thing. I would love to just talk about lucid dreaming, and like, that's, again, like, these movies were inspired by waking life. Like that was like a huge thing for me, obviously, growing up. Those of you who haven't seen the movie Waking Life, definitely check it out. You know, the entire thing takes place like within this dream, and you sort of follow this young man, and he's exploring his own dream space, and he's meeting all these characters, and they're teaching him about lucid dreaming and about life. And that's really what you see in Journey to Lucidity. You see people in there, you know, I'm asking them, like, is this a dream? And they're just like, of course this is a dream. How could it be anything else? And they're sort of playing along, and they're meeting me in this environment, in this game, in this moving play that I create. And, you know, like, I am like the person inviting other people to take part in this co-created experience that's like this interactive improvisational play that is a movie within the moment. And I don't even have to explain the full thing to them. They can sort of get on board really right away. And I guess I can show you guys this. Like, do you guys know what's in my hand right now? Do you guys want to guess what's in my hand? Okay, I'll let you guys post in the live chat if you want to guess what I'm about to show you. You know what it is. Like, it's super obvious. So Jamie is asking if I have frequent lucid dreams. No, I do not. Not in the moment, at least. I'm familiar with like certain habits that will help assist me getting more lucid dreams right now. My schedule with my work is like a big part that has sort of changed my habits. Oh, I'm just gonna post this sweet picture. Okay, this picture is like super like not even relevant to what we're doing, but it is just such a badass picture. I'll show you guys in a second. I'm posting this to Instagram. So, hey team, I'm broadcasting live now, doing a Q&A fundraiser for Changes to the while making shift buttons, custom crystal routes. Watch it. Think about I'm gonna say and help support the movie and help support the project. Ask me questions on live chat, and then leave comments and questions about the movies, life, infinity, lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming. 1 second, you guys. Do we got some guests? Is it an ocarina? Thomas Pizel was in JTL too. Yep. You wrote the Field Guide Lucid Dreaming book. You had him on the radio show, right? Tevin Gray. Yes, we had we had Thomas Pizel in the movie and in the radio show. On the radio show. Some perks available. 1 second, guys. Oh man, like the internet feels so archaic sometimes. Who should I tag? Oh man, I gotta be careful. I'm gonna lose my voice if I keep talking too much. Awake, spiritual. If I just type like awake into my search for tagging people, there's just like a bunch of people who have like conscious and shifting Instagram profiles that would be interested in what I'm doing. Research, MK Ultra, awake Buddha. Awake. Awaken mind. Okay, 1 second, guys. I'm going to turn my attention back to this. Watch and interact. Watch and interact. Oh, God. Hold on. Doing live. Should say video broadcast. Broadcast. Video Q&A fundraiser. There we go. Okay, what do we got? Video Q&A fundraiser. Okay, there we go. Somebody messaged me. 1 second, you guys. Okay, who do we got in the live chat now? Just saying hello to Mahal Amanda Adams, another friend who has joined us. You guys can find each other through Facebook. If in this live chat, it's designed in such a way that if you guys click your profiles on the left-hand side, it will give you the option to go to your Facebook profiles since you guys logged in with Facebook. And yeah, you guys can totally do that. Okay, so what's the question that you guys want to ask me next? I mean, there's stuff that I can tell you a bit about Journey to Lucidity 3. Did you guys guess what was in my hand? Did we figure that out yet? It's not an ocarina. Oh, wait, Jamie already guessed. Jamie already got it, actually. Never mind. Oh, no. Oh, I'll show you guys something cool. One sec. Hold on. Okay. This may seem like super obvious, but it's just like something that until you hear it, you don't really think about it. Strawberries. Everybody eats strawberries, right? So I got some strawberries like in my yogurt right now. So here's a piece of strawberry with granola on it. Mmm, delicious. Here's another piece of strawberry that has the green stem on it. I mean, it's not a stem. It's just like more plant, piece of salad. A lot of people just cut this off and they throw it out. You can totally eat it. Like, it's totally cool. And if you eat it first and then you eat the rest of the strawberry, like it's sort of like a bitter taste. and then the rest of the strawberry is like a sweet taste. So it like washes it down. So there you go. A little life hack for you for how many of the tops of strawberries have you thrown away in your lifetime? Just think what you're missing out on. And I'm saying that because I did the same thing. So anyways, I'm gonna get back to making buttons here. I'm turning on more music. I don't know how loud my music is for you guys. If you guys want to let me know in the live chat if it's okay. I mean, I kind of want you to be able to hear it, to be honest. Oh, somebody actually commented in the Google Hangout thing. Hi, you're weird. I want to wear one at my next show. Who said that? You're gonna select this. Oh, Honeycomb said that. Just talking more like Chris. I like forget that I even have it on. So okay, here's the pine cone. You guys guessed. This is the pine cone. Like this thing is like friggin' beat up. It's like been worn and torn. And this thing, where did this pine cone come from, right? Like that's a good question. Was it something I found in California? Was it something I brought with me? Does it have a backstory of its own? Why that pine cone? Why that pine cone indeed? That pine cone actually is a very special pine cone. That pine cone has been with me since 2009. And I'd love to tell you the full story as to why that pine cone is so special. Let's just say in 2009, I took part in a very special ceremony that was very enlightening for me and definitely allowed me to see the code of the Matrix in plain sight and helped reassure me that there is in fact more to this reality than what we commonly see right in, in our there's like there is such thing as non-ordinary reality, and everything is fractals and infinite light unfolding upon itself through this crystallized sacred geometry matrix hologram type thing that we got going on. So anyways, that pine cone was with me when that happened, and I brought it home with me. And the trippy thing is that I didn't even realize at the time, like I wasn't like fully even thinking like, hey, this is a pine cone. Pine cones represent third eyes. It was more just like, I need something to take with me, and I happened to be sitting underneath a tree, and it happened to be a pine cone tree. And again, we didn't plan this. And then I'm just like, okay, I'll take this home with me. And then it wasn't until later I was like, wait a second, like pine cone? Holy crap. Like, of course I ended up taking a pine cone home with me. So anyways, this pine cone is like this pine cone right here. Just think how many people have interacted with it. When you think about the movies, there's such thing as psychometry. Since the idea that like whoever touches something, sort of like their energy sort of gets weaved through it, and their awareness and their experience gets weaved through it. And then anybody else who touches it afterwards can sort of tap into like a collective experience that is associated with like this particular object or any particular object. So it's a really interesting experiment, and I will be using the pine cone in the third movie. You guys want to know the question that I'll be asking in the third movie? If you guys want to know the question that I'll be asking in the third movie, post an 1111 in the live chat. And if you guys have more questions for me, post those as well. I'm just replying. People are asking about the shift buttons, or the crystals. One second, you guys. Turn up the bass. Okay, what do I got through? Refresh. All right, later, Chad Lightbody. Good seeing you, man. See you in the future, dude. Yeah, that new picture I posted is like really cool. Okay. So what questions do we got? So we got about 7 people watching, which is awesome. Considering like the genre of this and everything, you know, this isn't a global synchronized meditation. This is just like me making shift buttons in my room on a Monday night, and I can't even stay up too long. I'll have to stop myself by like 1. I imagine we'll just have to do that. But yeah, I mean, again, this is like a chance for you to make buttons, and if you guys can, please support through the crowdfunding and just order shift buttons and order crystal wraps and anything that you guys need. I'm like the merchant from Resident Evil 4. What are you selling? What are you buying? You guys know what I'm talking about if you know what I'm talking about. So I think you guys wanted to know what question I would be asking for the third movie. Here, let me just switch to my secondary cam. Though a lot of people have joined after I showed them my secondary cam. So here's my button making action. You guys should still be able to hear me okay. And the question that I'm going to be asking for Journey to Lucidity 3 Quests of Quests is the question of what is our quest? So think about that. You know, like if you ask a bunch of people and you hand them a pine cone all at once and you ask them like, what is our quest? You're going to get a bunch of different answers. So what do you guys think? Do you think that's a cool question? Because I think what I would like to do with the third one is that I want to be able to focus more on the journey. You know, like we talk a lot about enlightenment, but like how do we get there? And also like what does it mean once we get there and stuff? I mean, that's an interesting thing, you know, like are we enlightened already? If you've been researching all this stuff and you know you're open-minded and everything like that, does that make you somewhat enlightened? And I think it's the simple idea that we're always in a process of enlightening, and we're becoming more and more enlightened, and it's never just something that you just like get to and it's over. There's like always more to wake up to, which is something that is directly said in the first movie as well. So I'm just gonna switch the camera back. You guys know what it looks like. So Jamie was just asking, she says, are you going to do another synchronized meditation anytime soon? Well, Jamie, there is a full moon coming up. So I'm thinking about it. In all honesty, it's just a matter of equating proper time and energy. What day is the full moon on? If you guys can check, let me know what day the full moon is on. Those of you here in the live chat. That would be something to go off of at least. But I think if it's Thursday, I may be able to. Like, I'll have hockey that night, but hockey's not till like 11 o'clock. So it's quite possible that I'll be able to do a potential broadcast, because I know we didn't do on Sunday. That's because I was busy. And we're doing one now, so this counts for something. But yeah, I would love to do a full moon meditation. Michael Pratt was saying we should do like a Legend of Zelda journeying meditation, or Legend of Zelda like inspired meditation, which I think would be pretty cool. I mean, the last one we did was like Dragon Ball Z and stuff. I would love to actually recreate the Dragon Ball Z tactic, just slightly varied and everything. Really just sort of like reprogram the grid. You know, for those of you who, there's also a lunar eclipse. That's right. Thank you, Tevin. On April 4th. Yeah. So is that like the same day as Easter? Does anybody know anything about like what our calendar looks like for the next week? Interesting. If it's the same day as Easter, that's very interesting. Bonus points there. So, global meditation is always fun. And what I was going to say was, I encourage you guys to like go back and seriously like listen to the first global meditation anytime you want to like practice meditation or like get those activation sensations. Like I know that if I go back and I listen to that meditation,
I'll like get those sensations. I'll like get like the whole, like energy running up the spine sort of thing, which happens to me more and more frequently these days. Especially since I've been like mindfully, consciously cultivating my energy more, and just like working with the sacral energy a lot more, allowing like that energy to sort of like have a place to I was gonna say like not stew, but I don't know what the right word would be for that. Probably because I'm getting tired, and probably because it's like already 12:12, and probably because I have to go to bed and go to work tomorrow. So, what do we got in the live chat? The full moon and the lunar eclipse is on April 4th, so that's going to be powerful. I think it's also going to be the blood moon. Yeah, it's the blood moon, all right. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. We'll promote it as the blood moon meditation. Now, is April 4th? Is that the Thursday? What day is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit! It's a Saturday. Yo, we could probably do that then. Like that. Just if it's on a Saturday, then that means that like I got a good reason to be able to do it. Presuming I like don't go out that night. That's the only thing. So a bit of a sacrifice there. I would love to still be out that night. I don't know. I'll have to see where I'm at. But at the same time, like, like, is it, we could do a meditation on the day after, but then it's like, I don't know. People like it when you do full moon meditations on the full moon, right? Even though it's going to be like 99%. I guess the idea is to do it when it's actually full, when the portal's open, because that would be the experiment, I guess, right? Again, you guys know me. You guys know that when we do these full moon meditations, I sort of like to approach it as a bit of an experiment. What can happen, right? So it's just something to sort of try and meet the universe halfway on. What do we got in the live chat now? Nothing new. Cool. Well, if you guys want to ask me some more questions, you guys. It could just be like a riddle or anything that you guys want. I'm gonna have to see where I'm at, even just in the next 15 minutes. Like again, I just got to be mindful. I can't stay up all night, but I'd be happy to like do this again another time, because the important thing is to raise funds for the movie. So if this is working, then totally, and it gives me a chance to make buttons, and I gotta like mail a bunch of buttons to California ahead of time before I go there, so I gotta send those out, which I'll be doing in the next day or so. Let's see if we got any more Instagram posts. Take a break. Woo. Mm-hmm. 43 likes on that one. Yeah, people like that random picture I put up. Yeah. That's cool though. It's like a sweet picture. Okay. People in the live chat, help keep me awake. Let me show you some other ones. This is do you guys know what stone that is? Like I'm legitimately asking you guys, sort of forget. Is it carmeline? Might be carmeline. This one's cool. This is a brecciated jasper, if that's how you pronounce it. That's a cool one. So again, any of the ones that I'm showing you here are available if you would like to get those, including like this one. This one would be a little bit more than 20, but this one, like this crystal has been with me for a long time. So it's like a really sweet kyanite. Reminds me of sort of like, like very warrior-esque. And this is like a fluorite one. This is one I wrapped a long time ago. Or sorry, an opalite. I wrapped this one a long time ago. As you can see, it's a different style. Still very cool. And got this one too. It's just like another style. I forget what this one's called. It's blue. Can't really see it. Lights kind of bounce off it. And I picked up some more crystals today. I'm going to wrap those too. This citrine, this bomb ass citrine, this is like a piece of like steampunk gear, I swear. It's got like the infinity logo in it. It's just like I've only done one style like this. This would be a little bit more like closer to like 25 more. People talking in the live chat.
Eliminate the ads. Boost the quality because you deserve more. Upgrade your digitally.
No, yeah, that one's not citrine. It's not. Yeah, Michael's just saying you gotta stay grounded during the full moon and stuff. Yeah, maybe that could be like, that would be a good idea for part of the meditation though, is to like have it as like a grounding meditation. I posted a lot today.
Digitally imported is bringing you all new sonic exploration of some of the most exciting names in electronic music and
Ultra spiritual. Oh yeah, I still have a crystal on my face. I forgot. Okay.
Hear exclusive artist interviews, classic tracks, and custom-made mixes.
Yeah, I'm getting tired, guys. I can't stay up forever. I know that. But if you guys have a few more questions, we can do a few more questions before I head out. So seriously, it can be like, ask me anything. AMA. It can be a crazy question if you guys want. I'm just gonna charge up on some yogurt. I don't think you guys can hear my music. Now you probably can. Jamie was asking my favorite color. Legit answer, my favorite combination of colors. I've always had a thing for like red, black, and gray, or red, black, and silver. It's always sort of like stuck out with me. My hockey team uniform this year is actually that, and it's actually been that a few times now. Like there's another team I was on called the Warriors, and we were white, black, and red. And this year we're like black, red, and white. And this year our team's called the Lamplighters. Again, that's just like synchronicity of my life. So favorite color, I love red. Red's always been like a color that stood out to me as well. Specifically, like red to me is like, you know, the color has a lot to do with like motion and action, driving force, root. Michael is asking, Michael, do I have a clear quartz? Yep. I have a couple clear quartz. Here, Michael, I'll show you the clear quartz that I got right on me right now. So those are both clear quartz, Michael. So I mean, these would be good for like eye ornament places, third eye ornaments. And like the way how they work is like this string is it's just adjustable string. Pull this, and you can fit it around your head. And that's super simple. So Michael, if you want to get one of those, you can totally do that. Just message me on Facebook. You know how to find me. Devin's asking, what type of bender are you? As in like the Avatar elemental benders. Water, earth, air, fire. Only the Avatar can master all 4 elements and bring balance to the world. Where are like other people who are online right now who would be getting a kick out of this? Evan Lightner should be joining. Anyways, well, I'm gonna wrap up soon. Anyways, to answer Tevin's question though, I mean, water is my element, so I would say water. I've always been very watery. Though yes, I would love to master all 5 elements. Yo, why doesn't that? How Avatar never went that way, eh? They never like introduced like a fifth element, but they did have like different avatars with like different abilities and stuff. Mahal Amanda Adams is asking, have you been feeling a difference in the energies lately? Like sometimes an overwhelming out of nowhere? For myself, I've been okay, though it's totally understandable for people to feel those energies, and like we are going through big energies. That's obvious. Sometimes when they're overwhelming, it is less to do with just like the universal energies that we're going through, and more just like, you know, the personal energies that we're like shifting through. You know, there's all of us sort of like release things at different times. So like when we do feel those overwhelming sensations, like I think that has a lot to do with recognizing that like we're in a growth period, right? Like whenever we're just like, oh my God, like this is so challenging. At the same time, we can also be like, oh my God, like this is helping me grow so much, if we choose to see it that way. A lot of times people, you know, they don't see it that way, and then they'll just like be in the suffering even longer. But I mean, the trick to suffering is to know that it like everything else is impermanent, and it's purely based on your definition of like what you define suffering as. So I mean, to answer your question, Amanda Mahal Adams, for myself, like I've been okay. I've been okay these last few weeks. I mean, like I said, like the last while I've been really focusing on like energy cultivation and stuff. Perhaps that has something to do with it. What's been interesting for me is that I've been running off like very little sleep, but still going. I've been able to like get more stuff done on a daily basis, and like even food is a bit different. I mean, I still eat food, but like without having to need it as frequently, I find. No, don't get me wrong. Like I'm tired now, and I know that's just my body saying, okay, you need to like go get like the 6-7 hours of sleep that you can, and I'll get by on that and stuff. And I feel like, yeah, it's almost like my sleep is getting more efficient. You know, like 15 minutes of sleep is like an hour of sleep for me now, if I like really am relaxed enough. Does that make sense? Does that sound like a cool theory? I mean, I'm figuring it out as I go. So, if you have more questions, Mahal, please feel free to share them. And a new person has entered the chat. Shia has joined. And I think when did Mark Taylor join? Mark Taylor's been here for a while. He said 11:11, didn't he? Yes. Cool. All right. What else do we got going on? Shia said poof too long. I'm not exactly sure what she's referring to though. Poof 6 too long. Oh, I think she's talking about sleep hours. That makes sense. Okay, Michael Pratt wants to purchase a clear quartz crystal. Yeah. Totally, Michael. We can do that for you. I can hook you up, man. More than happy to. And I will say, like, state the obvious. Like, if anybody's getting like a crystal wrap, I'll throw in some shift buttons in there, like within the package. You know, I can always put in a few shift buttons. So, little extra bonus incentive there for you. Okay, I'll show you this next one in a second. Oh, okay. Jamie's asking about lucid dreaming again. Yeah, because I didn't fully answer that question before. Have you ever had an out-of-body experience, she asked. I have, in ways. I mean, aren't all dreams out of body, in a sense? So, I mean, do we have out-of-body experiences every night? Some people would say yes. Or inner-body experiences, right? It's like the illusion that we're outside of our body. But really, it's just that everything is already inside of us. So even like when we when we dream that we're like outside of our body and we're like looking back and we're seeing ourselves on our bed. Yeah, that's just like us within the field that is like recognized as the 3-dimensional space that we commonly occupy. That we can also occupy as like 5th-dimensional astral body entities. So in that sense, I've had dreams where I've like gotten lucid and like been awake in my room, but then like my room quickly became something other than my room, or like I like left my room, you know, and it became like something completely different. So like, but I haven't had a dream where I like straight up turned around and saw myself to be able to confirm that I was like outside of my body in that sense. But at the same time, like, I mean, thinking back to the global meditation, when we were visualizing ourselves outside of our body and everything, like, does that count in a way? Sort of, but obviously it's different. It's a different scenario, but concepts there. So again, like, I am aware of ways that can allow me to lucid dream better. Right now, it's just my sleep schedule has been different, and I've been still barely writing down my dreams, and obviously that affects it and stuff. The more you write down your dreams, the better. The more you write down your dreams, the more you're going to be able to remember your dreams. So that's a huge thing. So write down your dreams, even if it's just like, even if you just wake up and you're just like, oh, like that was kind of like a weird dream. I don't even think it's worth writing down or something. Write it down anyways, because it's the habit that usually counts sometimes more than what the actual dream might have meant to you or what you can actually remember. It's just like trying to pull some memory from it, which will allow you to like remember the next dream from the next night a little bit better. So dream journals are like such a key thing, obviously. And again, like, you know, like that's why I really promote the whole lucid dreaming thing within the Journey to Lucidity movies, because they go back to the idea of like realizing that we're multidimensional beings, which is like the big paradigm shifts. Once you sort of realize that, it just opens up doors to like everything. If you're like piecing together like this whole reality and you haven't, or if you have yet to realize that we're multidimensional beings or sort of, you know, comprehend what that means, then I think it's there's going to be like a lot of a lack of lucidity. Like it's going to be more difficult to sort of connect dots in a lot of ways. Lucid dreaming and multidimensional reality really is like a huge umbrella that connects like a lot of different stuff that just like allows things to be able to make sense and connect in a way that's coherent. As crazy and multidimensional as this reality is, it's actually coherent. What's the other question you guys want to ask? Apologies to my Facebook friends for it appearing as if I spam my wall. Again, it's more just the fact that the you know, formats for social media these days are less than fully adequate. I wish you guys could hear my music better. It's just kind of cool. Yeah, Jamie says, I'm always too lazy to write in my dream journal. That's exactly like what the challenge is. So remember, like sometimes it's not even so much about actually writing down your dreams. It's more about like practicing the willpower of trying to write down your dreams. So if you can like fall in love with the satisfaction of developing the willpower, opposed to just like getting attached to the idea of the dreams themselves, then that may be a way to help you get more in the habit of it. Sorry, I do not have new design buttons other than the pinecone spiral button. That's the newest one that I have. Everything else people have seen. Whoops, screwed up. Let's try this again. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to shut this down soon. I've made a bunch of buttons. Look how many buttons I've made. What am I going to do with all these buttons? Whoa. Let me see what I got. This, I love this one. Yeah. Alice peeling back the veil. Yeah, boy. You know what that's about. Classic Buddha art. Love that one. And this one's cool too. It says, it's all fun and games until someone loses an eye. That's kind of cool. I mean, yeah, there's a lot in here. Here's a pine cone spiral button. I like that one. Cool. All right, guys. Well, if there's any other questions, I can take like a couple more questions, and then I'll have to call it quits. I know I didn't get to wrapping crystals per se. I can do that. I can totally do that another night. Because like I bought more crystals today to be able to wrap for you guys. Here's of course a special paradigm shift sigil button. Wearing this button helps like create portals. This thing is a portal. So theoretically, if you wear that, it will do something. Prove me wrong. So yeah, what it will do is the experiment. But it's definitely the idea that symbols can get charged. Symbols are energy. You can carry energy and redirect it. Shia said she saw the pine cone spiral on a person's backpack today. It was so neat. Shia, did you see like someone with like a pine cone button or just some other spiral pine cone pattern on their backpack? What's Instagram looking like now? I was kind of waiting to see if you guys have any more questions. Like I said, just a couple more questions, and then I gotta go to sleep. Noah the Nomad says, "You're on a mission. I respect your purposeful journey. I'd love to be connected." Right on, Noah. I love you. So I mean, you guys could ask me like, like, what is the intention of the Journey to Lucidity movies? Because I mean, that is like, what I'm sort of helping raise funds for and stuff. Cool. So Shia saw the pinecone button on someone else's backpack. You should have talked to them. That's cool. Yeah, there's like thousands of these buttons in London, Ontario now, which is obviously the whole point. So it's super rad. And that's the idea, is that like when people see other people with these buttons on right away, it's like that means that they're a person that they can go talk to. And that's how these buttons are changing the world. They're bringing people together, allowing us to be mirrors for one another. And the more mirrors that we have, the more light that gets like accelerated and creates sacred geometrical patterns and portals. It goes, and that's the sound of us evolving. So if there's one person, that's like one beam of light. If there's two people, boom, infinite beams of light. And obviously multiply that exponentially by however many more people there are. And that is how you shift the consciousness of an entire city with buttons. I've already done it. Helped do it. Initiated it. Yes. I can take credit for that part. The universe did it. For I am no more than a single fractal of the whole. Shout out to the 7 viewers who we got. You guys are awesome. I wonder if that's everybody who's in the live chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6-ish. 6 people in the live chat, 7 viewers. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Shia did talk to them. Nice. Oh, Oh my god. I'm sorry, Jamie. I didn't realize it was like that Jamie who's in the live chat. That makes sense. Hi, Jamie. So Jamie, I'm thinking I'm actually gonna probably mail your stuff to where I'm mailing my buttons to in California, and basically that will just mean we'll have to meet up at Lucidity once we're both there, and I'll give you your buttons once you get there, and you'll get to pick them that way, and I'll also get you your crystal wrap that way. Only reason is because I'm a slacker and I haven't gotten to mailing your buttons yet, and I'm afraid that if I mail them now, they won't get to you on time. So I'd rather just like do it this way, and this way you'll get what you asked for. So thanks for understanding. So yeah, that just means you have to find me at Lucidity. No big deal. Man, so many buttons. Oh, it's like a workout for my shoulders too, believe me. Just a few more. Switch to extra camera. There we go. There. So you can see the magic of button making. Oh yeah, Michael Pratt's still waiting on his buttons. Yeah, I haven't sent out some of the buttons that have been won through the listeners recently. I'll be honest with that. That's due to funds and also just due to like whether or not I've actually had the buttons made. So I may be able to do them this week. We'll see. I just gotta check the funds, to be honest, because I've had to put a lot of the funds towards like making sure that I got enough for Lucidity, and obviously that stuff can wait. But I'd like to get them to you sooner rather than later, Michael. So stay tuned for that. Or if anything, I'll just send them when you order your crystal. So just let me know when you want to order that, Michael, and I'll send you your shift buttons as one thing. So that makes sense. Uh-oh, Shai's gonna poke me in the ribs. Not my ribs. Okay, are there any more questions? Questions from people? Okay, all right. Everyone's going to bed now, so I think it's about that time. Okay, last question. Last question. Somebody ask it. It can be like super serious or super ridiculous or super hypothetical. Surprise me. Bye, Shia. Okay. Well, says no questions for now, but we should do this again sometime. Yeah, well, like I said, I'd like to show you guys how to do some crystal wrapping. So I may be able to do it tomorrow. It just depends whether or not I got other plans. Oh. Okay, so Jamie just asked what the meaning of life was, so see if I can answer this shortly. I actually do I want to make a bunch more videos, you guys. Like seriously, there's like 100 other things that I have in my head that I've yet to manifest into this reality that are really awesome, and I look forward to being able to do them one by one. Mahal, can I ship buttons to the Philippines? Theoretically, I can ship buttons to anywhere, just as long as we're able to cover the shipping cost. So yeah. And if it's a smaller package, that makes it easier because it's by weight. As to how much it would cost to get to the Philippines, probably like $30 extra. And it's like $1 a button, but I'll put in some bonus buttons anyways. So yeah, you can send me. Mahal, I'll add you on Facebook real quick. If we're not already on Facebook. We are all friends on Facebook. Perfect. Yeah, just send me a message sometime if you want to order some of those. And we can just like make it a decent batch, so that will make it worth it. So Michael Pratt, do you believe the Kamehameha wave is real? If it's real within our dreams, does that still make it real? Define everything is equally unreal. So yes, it is real, including this alien with a mustache. Ooh. I love that button. That button was made by Joe, the guy who did Spacelight, who made Spacelight. He like made that graphic when he hacked into Alienware back in like 2003 or something. True story. So Jamie was asking what the meaning of life is. I've answered this before, and obviously it changes every time I do. I'd say the answer. See, I think we have to change the question, because it's just not so much like what is the meaning of life. I think it's almost like what is the meaning of this type of life. Different types of life have different meaning. One could say. So it would be like, what is the meaning of time? And the meaning of time is to help make things grow, I would say. So the meaning of life is to grow in whatever way we can, to be able to put forth our best effort is the meaning of life, and to figure out what that best effort means to us. And of course, along the way, experiencing all the side effects of it, such as joy, such as love, such as like bliss. So does that make sense to you? I mean, that's an interesting thing, right? Like the idea that what is the meaning of life would be like different depending on like what dimensional perspective you're living it from. Yeah, just something to keep in mind. Probably like an untraditional answer, but I think it works. Uh-oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. Bless me. Okay. All right, guys. I gotta go to sleep soon. It's almost 1 a.m. Cool. Jimmy says that was a good answer. Thank you. Yeah, you can clearly see like the math on my Instagram post. The picture of me got half as many likes as the pictures of the crystal wraps and the picture of the awesome picture that I posted. So inconclusive, my face is half as exciting as crystal wraps, apparently. In conclusion, what did I say? Inconclusive? In conclusion? Inconclusively. Okay, last button. All right. Last button for today, at least. That's the last button. Pretty. So again, buttons got the websites. Take these buttons and you like throw them at people. You go, shift your paradigm. And then they go to the website and then they watch the movies and then they listen to the radio show and they're just like, whoa, this is cool. There's people out there who are like helping change the world and stuff. Awesome. Ugh. Can't wait to lie down in bed. Like now I am like, I'm exhausted. And I just double check, see if there's anything else I want to show you guys. This is a cool stone. Kind of looks like amber, but it's not. This is a carmeline, I think. Here's my citrine. Here is blue tiger eye, also known as Hawkeye. So that's pretty cool. Oh, okay. All right, guys. Well, let's shut it down for now. You guys can like legitimately hear the music. That's good. Okay. All right. Well, shout out to everybody who watched this. Thanks for tuning in. If people watch this afterwards, and that's just crazy, and you guys are amazing. I can't thank you enough for helping helping share life, and I hope in some way I've helped change yours. So, crowns. Right. Next time, a great Jedi. Stay tuned for that. All right, again, and please donate to the crowdfunding campaign. Links in the info for this video, and I'll post a link in the live chat. And check out ParadigmShiftCentral.com and all that awesome stuff. And be sure to share your friends and borrow a credit card from your parents if you need to make a donation. You can get some crystal wraps. You can get the shift buttons and all sorts of awesome stuff available till April 5th. So yeah, good stuff. This tune also edition clips. That'll be epic. Cool, guys. All right, I'm going to sleep. I'll see you guys in the astral. So shout out to all the people who tuned in. You guys are awesome. One love. Peace.